Hey, welcome back to Riches for My Britches. This is video 2 of the day today for Friday, May the 24th. And I wanted to go over something here that is really troublesome for me as a day trader. And I think that we all deal with it, is losses. And I'm talking about not just, losing a trade here or there. I'm talking about a loss on a day in a way that's such a big loss that it can have an impact on the way that we trade going into the future. And so as you know, right now I'm in phase 1 of my $1 million challenge. And what you're looking at here is my profit since the start of this $1 million challenge. Now, this is not the first time that I've done this. I have another YouTube channel that I actually was doing this with. And I made it all the way to phase 5. And phase 5 is where my risk is $400, or my daily goal is $400. My risk per trade is $200. So the problem with that challenge, and I started that one back in January of 2023, and by the end of that year, I was up to phase 5. The thing is I wasn't entirely honest in that YouTube channel. There were days when I would have big red days and I would just like stop my live stream and like hide it or delete it or whatever, because I didn't want people to know that I was struggling or having problems with losing, because I wanted to, I wanted people to know that, day trading is possible and I'm supposed to know what I'm doing. And so I felt kind of like I didn't want to share that information when I would have those big red days. And I'm talking about if my, I'll tell you, back in the end of last year, when I was in phase 5, I had a risk of $200 per trade. My max loss was $400. If I lose $400, I'm done for the day. Well, I was sometimes losing a couple $1,000s, but I wouldn't show that in the live stream. My last big loss that I had was a $5,000 loss. My account started in the beginning of 2023. I started with $50,000 in my account. By the end of the year, I was down at $26,000. I'd lost almost half of it. I was getting close to the PDT. And so it scared me. And I ended up stopping the YouTube channel. I stopped everything. And I went back to the drawing board and I'm like, what can I do here to change this? Because I have these days, these charts like this, where I'm having great, progress, green day after green day after green day. Sometimes I would have like 16 green days in a row. And so I was doing really good. But what I wasn't showing my YouTube followers, I had about 300 followers at the time, were the humongous red days that sometimes I would have. Like I would maybe start trading pre-market before I'd start live streaming, and I would have a huge red day pre-market. And I just wouldn't live stream that day, because I didn't want anybody to know or see my profit. Or sometimes after I end the live stream, I'd continue to trade. Maybe I'd end the live stream red, and then I'd continue to trade. And once in a while, I would make my way back to green and have a great big green day. Then I would post on my YouTube channel, oh, here's how much I made after I stopped the live stream. But if I had a big loss, I wouldn't, talk about it. I don't want to do that in this live stream. I want to be totally transparent at what I'm doing. And so at the end of the live stream today, I kind of fell apart, today. I started taking loss after loss. And next thing you know, I'm down 20. I'm down below -20, which my max loss is -20. I dropped below that. I was actually down, I think like $56, -56, which is, that's almost 3 times my max loss. And it's going to be hard to come back from that. And you can see by my lower wick here, this is today's profit. The lower wick is how far down I had gone. I'd given back days worth of profit just in a matter of like 15 minutes. And then what I did, and the live stream had ended, I closed the live stream because I was frustrated and I was started to do what I did before, like close it. I made the video private so nobody could see it. But then I started thinking, I don't want to go down that road again. This is not who I want to be. So the video actually is available for you to watch. You can see how I took the losses. But after I ended the live stream, I continued to trade and I took some really unnecessary risk. And because I'm trading such small share size, and I do have over 26,000 in the account, I'm able to actually increase my share size. And I did that. I went like way bigger size than what I'm supposed to be trading and managed to catch a trade up and get back to green. So not only was I at almost 3 times my max loss, but I broke some rules by not exiting when I was supposed to, not stopping when I was supposed to, and then trading much larger share size. And then I was rewarded for it. And that's something I want to avoid because, I mean, now my brain tells me, oh, it's okay. You were rewarded for it. So the next time this happens, I'll just be like, hey, remember last time? You got back to green. Yeah, that doesn't always happen. And so what I've written a program that monitors this is what I did after I stopped my last YouTube channel and went back to the drawing board. I wrote and designed some software that could monitor my profit on Thinkorswim as I trade in real time. And in the software, I have the parameters in there saying my max loss is -20. And if I hit my max loss, my software then shuts down my platform so that I cannot trade anymore, basically saving me from myself because I need that. Because there are certain days where I start to get into my trading routine and for some reason I just start to spiral and I don't realize it. I think maybe we all deal with this. Maybe, I don't know. I take so many trades often and I just I get to a point where I don't want to take the loss. I don't want to have a red day. So I keep trading because I think, I can get back to green. The max loss is in place to stop me from doing that, to save me from myself. That's what happened here. On these red days, my max loss, and you can see this day, I was actually up at my daily goal, gave back all the profit, dropped down and hit my max loss, and my platform shut down. Same thing on this day. I hit my max loss, my platform shut down. It saved me from having big red days. And as a result, here it took me 2 days to recover from that loss. Here it took me about 1 day. On this loss, if I had ended way down here or even lower, the big risk that I took to get back to green could have gone the other way and I could have been all the way back down to zero, essentially starting over. How many days would it take me to get that back? Unfortunately, today my max loss did not work. It did not shut down my system, and I was so zoned in. I did notice that I was at my max loss, and I just kept trading. And then I got frustrated with myself. I closed the live stream, and so anyways, I'm just making this video because I want to be a little more open about what I'm doing, because we all struggle with this, I think, and maybe it helps you to hear that, if you struggle with this too, that you're not the only one. It's really been a struggle for me throughout, and I've been doing this for 6 years, and I've yet to find true success. I know I can make money at it. It's just my biggest thing is taking these huge losses on certain days and giving back lots of profit. And that's why I've lost money. That's why I was red last year. I've been red every year of my trading, to be honest with you. So I'm going to be honest about my trading from here moving forward. I'm not going to close out my live streams, even if I'm, well below my max loss. I hope that doesn't happen again. It's not supposed to happen. I'm still working on trying to get the bugs worked out of my software. And whatnot. Some brokers actually have an option to block you from trading if you hit a max loss. And I called Charles Schwab, and they said they don't have that option. And TD Ameritrade didn't have it either. I trade with Thinkorswim. And I've often thought about switching to a broker that does offer that, but then I've got to pay for the broker and I've got to pay fees to trade, and maybe that would be worth it, if it saves me from having these big losses. But I'm trying to go at my own here. A lot of traders that are learning to trade, they'll have a manager in the room. You'll see these trading firms where people are sitting at desks side by side, and there's a manager walking around, and he's watching them. They're watching these traders trade, keeping an eye on them. And if somebody is not doing well, they'll go up and tap them on the shoulder and they'll be like, hey, you need to take a break, or you need to stop for the day. Well, I don't have that. And if you're sitting at home and you're trading, you probably don't have that either. And so we have to do what we can to manage the emotions of trading, to manage the risk. And sometimes, we're just human. Trading is a hard game. We're going head to head against some of the best traders out there. And we're not only going head to head against them, we're also going head to head against our own selves. So it's very difficult to get all the bugs worked out of our own systems, let alone trying to focus on a fast-moving, fast-paced market. So anyways, my day today, I finished the day with $40 in profit, which is 2 times my daily goal. I'm not proud of myself. I'm glad it's a 3-day weekend because I want to take some time to reflect on this and try to get my system working a little better, because it should be taking me it should be shutting down my platform when I hit that max loss. So I got to figure that out. Anyways, hope this video has been helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll upload this to YouTube, and we'll see you here Tuesday. Remember, Monday's a holiday. Don't sit down to trade on Monday because there ain't going to be anything happening. All right, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.